Cyber Manhunt continues off from the last part. So let's go. We've got a lot of info on Austin Hill. We've got some info on Jim Jones. And the teacher, the principal. I've got the telephone number. So what's the best thing to do here? Probably search name on here. Got toothbook. Got the toothbook. We grab the usual. The nickname and the toothbook ID. Education, charity, school principals. To paraphrase the famous educator, suck. The earlier a child begins to read, the more developed the thinking process becomes when reading, which leads to great intellectual development. Love and companionship are the most priceless gifts that every parent can give to a child's childhood. It is my dearest aspiration that every child on our campus will thrive in an atmosphere of love and caring. What an honour it is to be interviewed by Family EDU today. Firstly, I am grateful for such recognition and acknowledgement. It has always been my idea that child development is directly in line with the future of one's country, so we shoulder a heavy responsibility. Do not neglect the growth of any child, and I find joy in every challenge they pass. So that's all that's there. Okay, so what if I go to the database? Database, telephone number will do it, yeah. Get some more info. ID number, date of birth, house number, the email address. Now that we should have enough information to crack that password. So, do all this. Date of birth, 69. Telephone number. And crack. Got the password. So you know what that means? It means I can go into her email. Subject, please be aware of the campus fire. Dear Principal Kelsey, hi. Please be on the lookout for a possible fire. In brackets, this is not a prank. George Rogers. Got a new name now. George Rogers. Subject, against Austin running for student council president. Dear Principal, hi, I'm Isabel. Aha. New name, Isabel. The new transfer student. In the past few months I've been here at this school, I've found that our student council president, Austin Hill, is not the well-mannered student everyone thinks he is. As student council president, he bullies classmates and uses his power to dominate those he doesn't like. I don't think he should be allowed to continue to run for the student council next year. There's a photo. Isabel wrote an email to the principal, described Austin's bullying behaviour at school. Here's a picture that's been circulating around the school lately, and I hope you can believe me. His father, the chief of the SEC, makes it really easy for him to get student support, but if he gets re-elected, all those who've been bullied by him will get desperate. So finally, I'd like to make a request. I hope you can disqualify him from running for student council president. Isabel. Sent folder. Which is the reply. Dear Isabel, I was quite concerned after reading your letter, so I asked some students' impressions about Austin, but the result doesn't seem to support what you found. Most everyone seems to like Austin. As for the picture you saw, that was nothing more than a misunderstanding. It was just a friendly joke among the students. What? You mean... That was just a misunderstanding. The school policy is that student council elections should respect the votes from students and the principal shouldn't be involved in. I believe he wouldn't be supported by so many students if they didn't like him. From what I can see, he's a nice young man, and I hope you don't discredit your classmates because of your personal likes and dislikes. I see. So at this point, here I've got up the top here, where has Austin gone, is now on 100%. We are ready. Jim vandalised the school hockey goal. Someone told Austin Isabel's timetable. Austin ran for student council president. Austin confession to Isabel received no response. Austin planned to go after Jim, so on and so forth. Jim was tied to a hockey goalpost. What is a cyclops? Now we've got to make some connections here. What happened before Austin's disappearance? Drag to select. Oh, you put it there. So Mackie shields Austin. Isabel hate towards Austin. Browby. Controls George. Austin controls George. What happened before Austin's disappearance? Please click on the images to view the details of each event. Sort them by the chronological order. You have to view them. Jim was bullied by Austin for a long time. Um, Isabel joined Jim's science team. Jim ran for you drag these around? Oh yeah. Jim ran for student council president. He was against bullying. Austin confessed his love. Austin knocked over Isabel's lunchbox. Jim created an incredible science project. Austin planned to mess with Jim in the exhibition hall tonight. Austin demanded George to bring him some gasoline. George wrote to the principal to keep an eye out for a fire. Try that. So in that order, before disappearing, Austin went to the exhibition hall to set fire to Jim's project the night he disappeared.
Looks like on the night Austin disappeared, he went to school with the gasoline to find Jim, and then he was gone. Something must have happened in between. Perhaps we could pose as the assistant of Austin's father, Harry Swift, and call the principal to see what she knows.
Well, moving on now to, because this is ticked, what happened to Austin? Austin on 28% at the moment. Question marks here, they've got to fill in the blanks. The school organised the science competition, there's a Cyclops around. Austin planned to burn Jim's science project. Isabel may have been the last to see Austin. Shall we go to... Let's give Mackie a call.
Hello, who is speaking?
Who is speaking? I'm Harry Swift.
Oh, hello, Mr. Swift. Yes, we met once. I knew it was you as soon as I heard your voice. I just finished speaking with the police. I'm arranging to have someone cooperate with the police. So, what's this call about? Hiding? Me? Why would I do that? Last time when Mr. Hill came to me, I already told him everything I knew.
About the fire.
This has nothing to do with Austin's disappearance. Do you understand?
I don't understand that accent.
You should know, the police have specifically instructed me not to discuss matters related to the case with unrelated people. Oh, forgive my earlier slip of the tongue. As Austin's father, Mr. Hill is the first person who should know about this case. Truth is, we're not hiding anything. Yet, I can say there was a small and insignificant event. The Science and Technology exhibition caught fire the night Austin disappeared. I concealed it from the public because I was afraid that this would have an effect on the school's enrollment for next year. Not yet, but according to firefighters, there was a strong smell of gasoline at the scene and evidence of arson.
Firefighters?
Yes, it was a student named Jim Jones who called. It was after 9 p.m. Jim was the only student who was still at the school. Alas, he didn't spot the culprit.
Contact?
Sure, let me see. Here it is. His number is 204-6636-808.
Okay, thanks for your assistance. Goodbye. Go back over the conversation here. Right. One thing was confirmed from what the principal said: a fire occurred at school the night Austin disappeared. Information about the fire: firefighters said the signs in the exhibition hall point to arson. The one who called the fire department was Jim. Jim was the only one there. Jim, who was at the scene, didn't see anyone suspicious. And the phone number.
I just can't believe Principal Mackey tried to cover up the fire incident to protect the school's reputation. With respect to the fire incident, Austin could be responsible, and his target is Jim. We need to investigate Jim. We may find new leads.
Okay. We need to investigate Jim. What we got so far: his name, his telephone number, nickname, toothpick ID. Try the database. So Jim Jones. Let's get some info. ID number and date of birth and all that. High talk. Nickname is Jimmy. Let's crack that password. I'm going to try high talk. Now, lots of chat logs here. Chat with Isabel. Did Austin bother you again? He flipped my lunchbox. Why did he do that? He denied his love. And he got Betty and others to mess with me. Is there anyone in the world who can give him a lesson? Maybe I should go to China and study Kung Fu, or I can make a robot that fights for me. Cheer up, Jim. We must rehearse the script again. Jim and Isabel's suspicious behaviour. They too have been colluding in advance to hide certain information. Remember all your lines, and remember don't mention me or Austin. Jim, be strong. Elvis. I went by the school around 8 PM last night and I think I saw Austin's car parked outside the school. Austin's car was seen in front of the school. It was close to the time of the fire. There's a chat with George. Dad. Could you buy that copy of Science Journal for me? Jim asked his father to order Science magazine. It was rejected by his father. Oh.
Are Isabel and Jim colluding on their testimony? Looks like we're in the right direction. I think you can try hacking Jim's mobile phone. It may have what we need.
Yeah. There's a chat with Mom as well. Gotta go study hard, Jim, alright. So this has gone up to 82% now, and what did you say about hacking Jim Jones? Right, invade. Based on the successful access to the target's intel, what information might be of interest to... there's cooking. Science, magazine, gaming, game controller, or whatever that is. Start with the phone number. Successful. Target attracted by content. Ah. What's wrong? Ah. What? No data. Ah, balls. It's one of these. don't know. Balls. Thanks for watching. See you next time.